Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into one of the most defining moments in World War II, the Battle for Berlin. This epic clash marked the final assault on the Reich's capital, an event that would reshape the course of history. Join us as we explore the intensity of the struggle, the incredible heroism of the soldiers, and the monumental consequences that followed. Brace yourself for a gripping narrative of sacrifice, determination, and the fight for freedom. Stay tuned till the end, as we unravel the untold stories of this pivotal moment in time. And if you enjoy our content, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's begin. The Battle for Berlin, the final assault on the Reich's capital. As the flames of World War II raged on, the eyes of the world turned to Berlin. The German capital, once a symbol of power and might, was now on the brink of collapse. The Allies, led by the Soviet Union, were determined to bring an end to Hitler's regime and liberate the city from Nazi control. This was the final assault on the Reich's capital, a battle that would forever change the course of history. In the spring of 1945, the Soviet forces, under the command of Marshal Georgy Zhukov, gathered their strength to launch a massive offensive against Berlin. The city was heavily fortified, with a complex network of trenches, bunkers, and barricades. Hitler, desperate to hold on to power, had declared Berlin a fortress and ordered his troops to fight to the last man. The battle began on April 16, 1945, as the Soviet artillery unleashed a barrage of shells on the city. The streets of Berlin were transformed into a hellish landscape of rubble and destruction. The buildings that once stood tall and proud now lay in ruins, reduced to nothing more than piles of rubble. But despite the devastation, the German defenders held on, determined to protect their leader and their capital. For days, the Soviet troops fought their way through the streets, facing fierce resistance from the German forces. The battle was brutal and unforgiving, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. Tanks rumbled through the city, their treads crushing everything in their path. The air was filled with the deafening sound of gunfire and explosions. As the battle raged on, the Soviet soldiers encountered one obstacle after another. The German defenders had turned the city into a labyrinth of traps and ambushes. Snipers lurked in the ruins, picking off unsuspecting soldiers. Mines and booby traps lay hidden beneath the rubble, waiting to claim their next victim. Every step forward was a perilous journey into the unknown. Despite the challenges they faced, the Soviet forces pushed forward, inch by inch. They fought their way through the streets, clearing out buildings and eliminating pockets of resistance. The German defenders, outnumbered and outgunned, were forced to retreat, their defenses crumbling before the relentless assault. Amidst the chaos and destruction, a group of Soviet soldiers raised the red flag over the Reichstag, the iconic German parliament building. It was a symbolic moment, a sign that the end was near for Hitler and his regime. The battle for Berlin was nearing its climax. But the fight was far from over. Hitler, holed up in his bunker beneath the city, refused to surrender. He clung to the delusion that salvation was just around the corner, that his armies would somehow turn the tide of the war. As the Soviet forces closed in on his location, Hitler made the fateful decision to take his own life. On April 30, 1945, Hitler and his wife, Eva Braun, committed suicide in the bunker. With his death, the Nazi regime was left leaderless, its grip on power slipping away. The battle for Berlin had come to an end, but the war was far from over. In the aftermath of the battle, Berlin lay in ruins. The once great capital of Germany was now a wasteland of destruction. The Soviet Union emerged victorious, but at a tremendous cost. The battle for Berlin had claimed the lives of thousands of soldiers and civilians alike. The final assault on the Reich's capital marked a turning point in the war. It was a pivotal moment that signaled the beginning of the end for Hitler and his Nazi regime. The battle for Berlin was not just a military victory, it was a triumph of justice and freedom over tyranny and oppression. In the years that followed, Berlin would rise from the ashes, rebuilt and revitalized. It would become a symbol of resilience and hope, a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people. The battle for Berlin may have been a chapter in history, but its impact can still be felt to this day. The battle for Berlin was a testament to the strength and determination of the Allied forces. It was a battle fought with unwavering resolve, a battle that brought an end to one of the darkest chapters in human history. The final assault on the Reich's capital was a victory for justice, for freedom, and for the triumph of the human spirit.